Hey everyone, welcome back to the No Wildlife Challenge. We're here in the camp office in Mystery Lake, starting episode number 8. So, in the last episode, we stumbled in here from the dam. Take a look at this, huh? Found the hacksaw. So that was nice. We also found the bedroll and the heavy hammer in previous episodes, as well as the flask. So we are in good standing here. We certainly are. I'm going to just put that away. But we are trying to strip kind of down our inventory a little bit, make room for some other things, which I think should probably be the case, especially if we're going to go into Forlorn Muskeg, which is the plan in this episode, and then ultimately end up, hopefully, in Broken Railroad. So, uh, how much cured leather do I have? Nothing. That's cool. Great. I was going to see if I could repair my gloves, but I see that is not going to happen. That's fine. I don't mind. I'll just go ahead and wait on that. It is morning, so I do want to kind of get a jump on the day. Let's avoid eating the low-conditioned items right now. And let's maybe get a good condition can opener. Let's bust into some of the cans too, because those are heavy. Could probably start eating the maple syrups as well. Should actually maybe take care of one right now. But I did want to take a look at the recipes because I know we got a lot of cooking items back at the farmstead. I know it could be level 1 for a lot of these. Level 2, acorn bound. That actually might be a good thing we make right here. Some acorns, because we got the heavy hammer, so we can make acorn grounds. Acorn pancakes, so maybe making something out of the maple syrup as well. That actually is so worth it right there, too, because, I mean, it's just a fraction of the maple syrup for 800 calories. Let's maybe hold on to that. Why don't we hold on to the maple syrup? I like that. Did I just eat one? I think I did already take one, but we got 2 more left, and I think we got some more somewhere else. Perhaps. I don't know. We'll stumble upon more, I'm sure. So, okay. In Mystery Lake, what do we have? Just a bunch of items. So, I'm going to write it down in the journal, try to keep things a little consistent. So, let's do Mystery Lake, and we'll do camp office. I don't know, crucial resources. So that little tag, crucial resources, will just mean, uh, wait, did I spell resources wrong? There we go. That looks a lot better. Yeah, crucial resources, just things that we can't move on without. So when we come back and do our lap around Mystery Lake, we'll make sure to come back here. This is not nice weather. I'm going to take the time, though, to get some of these sticks, pick them up a little bit. Nice. It's pretty cold out here, so I'm not going to stay out for long. That's what Forlorn Muskeg is for, right? Is that scrub brush? That is. Okay, good to note. Alright, well, I don't really plan on sleeping right now. Maybe I could sleep for an hour, perhaps. Let some of this weather go by. Hopefully it doesn't blizzard on me. I don't think it will. Doesn't sound like it. So I'd like to maybe push to the poacher's camp. Here in the near future. This just looks like a blizzard, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to move in that. No shot. No chance. I could start a fire in here, though, and start warming up some of my teas. This is kind of a 50-50, because if I start a fire and it starts blizzarding, then I'm going to have to keep that fire going. So here's what I'll do. Hour of the Carcass book. And then let's check up on the weather. Maybe it got foggy, potentially? Visibility got a little better, but the wind is still picking up. But I think I'll use this time to start a fire. Is that something I'll do? Got 4 books. Okay. Got a little bit of other things, too. Oh, okay, here we go. No, we can afford a fire. That works. Let's make one. We'll absolutely get one going. Ooh, I have a choice. Yep, let's do that. Forgot we found the fire striker. I think that was in the derailment last episode. Kind of a good find, not gonna lie. We'll put that on. I'll throw maybe the books on first. Maybe I'll keep a... No, we don't even need to keep a few. If we need books, the lake cabin has them for us. Really. That's why I start a torch. Start a fire with the torch. Small arms handbook. Let's get that out of here. Could make myself some more water as well. That actually might be pretty smart. I think I have enough teas to put down. Should I put a coffee down? Kind of thinking not. Alright, let's put this out. Great. Get a little bit of water going. That fir wood would be a nice good start right there. Let me drop both of those. Shake them so they don't burn. Good. Alright. I certainly could sleep. I think I actually might. Let's put in 1 hour. Those teas won't burn and the water will not boil off. There we go. Okay, all those are hot. Nice to get a little hour in. Our condition's looking nice now. Let's see how the weather's doing. Foggy? Okay, I'm actually going to move in that. Believe it or not. I'm actually going to absolutely move. Is 3 torches going to be enough? I'm going to say probably not, actually. And yeah, we'll rip off a nice bit of torches from the rest of this fire here. So we'll get 6 torches at least. Nice. All decent condition torches, too. Get 3 more. Okay, we'll get 1 more after this. Alright, and we'll walk with this one. I'm going to pick up both of those. I'm going to go into here. I'm going to drop some of the firewood that I picked up. How are we thinking with the books? I'll drop 4 of those, and I'll actually drop the cedar as well. Because I think we're going to be able to find another one where we're going. And if we find more coal, I'm tempted to just take the coal instead of the firewood. Alright. Nice and warm. Mystery Lake coming in clutch with the temperature. It's always a nice bet to have a warm day in Mystery Lake this early on in the game. So, always good. Inventory, 69 pounds. Excellent. I will pass... I'll take a few of the sticks. How about that? I will take a few of them. Just in case. I'm expecting this weather certainly not to hold up. So I would like to get moving pretty quick. Because as we've seen a few times now, you can have perfectly calm conditions and then it kicks up to a near blizzard. So maybe I will pick up some of these sticks just in case. Leaving them at the poacher's camp shouldn't hurt. Doing good though. So I think the plan for this episode's gonna remain. I think a push to Broken Railroad would certainly help us cover more ground, get more kind of like... You know, I say canned food. I'm really in the market for all food. I'm not going to discriminate towards towards candy bars or cans because of weight. I'm really in the market for everything, so covering more ground should get us more of everything. Just toss that torch against the tree. There we go. Should be good. Should be good. And we'll gather up a lot of cattails in Forlorn Muskeg too. I might try to avoid cattails maybe on the way, and then on the way back, the return voyage, we'll grab all the cattails. Gotta kind of play it smart though, because I think I'm gonna dip to the south and hit up the homestead. We'll get some of the coal there. We'll grab some of the tools that are there. I'm curious to see if a heavy hammer spawns. I'm really glad that we found one when we did. Because that is almost a lifesaver. Because if I was heading into Forlorn Muskeg right now and I did not have a heavy hammer, I would be kind of... I'd be panicking a little bit. Not gonna lie. I'd be a little distraught. Alright. Let's get out of Mystery Lake. Forlorn Muskeg. Hello, interesting region. I'll stop at the poacher's camp first. And then we'll work our way farther south. 35. Wow. Forlorn, another warm region. Definitely. Drop the torch and we're at 30, though. It's a 5-degree warmth bonus, by the way, with that torch. Okay, well, not when we're standing in the wind. So dead. It's so dead. Nobody's around. It's almost kind of lonely. Keep pushing on, though. Makes for one interesting challenge. That is for sure. The light snow has been staying steady. I don't want to speak too soon about anything, but it's been cooperating. So if we find any cattails maybe within view, I'll try to deviate towards them. There we go. Like so. I'll even take a cattail head. Yeah, lots of cattails to be had here. If we play our cards right, this challenge should be doable in the short to medium term in terms of just how many cattails that we have lying around. There's some right there. There's bound to be some. I see some over there. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. That's alright. It's a good problem to have. But to be honest, I mean, I think I said this maybe in the first... Oh, the wind's starting to kick up. Maybe a little bit. Said this in the first episode, I think. But the biggest challenge for us right now is not so much the food. It's going to be the cold. And I know we're gaining temperature right now, but I think the cold is going to be our first big obstacle. Especially as we head into the far territory, which I do plan on doing. We will absolutely head over there. Alright, any scrap metal? Ooh, some burdock right here. I'll actually grab this. I will grab this, and we can prepare that into something nice. We can actually just eat them straight up if we wanted to. So that's a thing. Ooh, this torch is going to run out. That was an oversight. Yeah, not even going to dare try to pull out another torch. We were gaining from that torch, so I kind of think it's worth maybe lighting another one. Believe it or not, as crazy as it sounds. Thank you for the scrap. I'm going to light another one. Matches are so common. This is what's making us warm, so I should probably keep it in the interest of recovering some condition today. Alright. I see a flare. I see a piece of coal. That's great. Alright. Some more coal. A scrawled message. Not too interested in that. And then just a ragged scarf. Alright. Nothing too crazy. Let's dip south. Always good to check that place. Poacher's Camp has gotten a little bit of a revamp color-wise. Used to be a bright red train car. Now it's a little more faded. Which I like. There is going to be a hunting blind over here, though, and I am going to go grab that. I know that tower up there, too, could probably have something as well. I don't know, so many places to go, right? Without wildlife, I mean, I just want to go explore everything. Get all the loot we can. But unfortunately, the two limiters, weather and energy. You know, it's not It's not just a food fest. Gotta watch ourselves a little bit. I'm gonna head back this way. In the interest of hitting up the hunting blind. Hunting blinds are a little bit like fishing huts. Sometimes you get a little bit of a supply drop inside of them. This weather's been too nice to me. I'm getting a little suspicious. My goodness. We will have no problem with food, guys. I'm telling you what. At least not in the short term. No problem. I'm going to probably try to eat as many cattails as I can, I think, instead of all my food. Because the longer I can keep the food around, the more likely it's going to be for myself to make some intricate recipes that'll last a little bit longer. Give us a little bit more calories than just eating the food straight up. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Alright, so I have a lot of cloth. I got a lot of scrap. We have the heavy hammer on us. So we're doing pretty good. The crampons make it kind of a sure bet that we won't fall through the ice. Gives a little bit more immuneness to weak ice. Alright, let's not lose this torch. It is amazing how warm we are. Forlorn, Muskeg, another mild region. When the wind's not blowing, right? Alright. Looking good. I think the hunting blind's actually right on this little hill right here. It's just not popping into render distance yet. Oh, there we go. It was behind that rock. My bad. Alright, so we'll gather some... Dude, usually... Oh my goodness. Usually wolves are like completely patrolling this hunting blind. Remember in our last series, we passed through here kind of late in the game. Passed through here, and the wolves, my goodness. Had this place on lockdown. Water rose hips right there. I'll actually take the time to grab them. So I guess the question remains, right? If the weather's nice, I'm obviously going to keep moving. But do we want to spend the night, perhaps, in Spence's? That's always an idea. 78 pounds. I'm not particularly heavy right now. There could be some fire... Yeah, there could be some firewood up here, I was going to say. Let's go. Book to burn, some matches, so I don't feel bad about using the one to light the torch. And then got that granola bar too, which I'll hold on to. How many cattails do I have? 13. Alright. About 1,300 calories, I think, plus 1,300. So I think it's about 1,800 calories in total. Not quite a full stomach. We got to double it, really. Need about 25 to 30 cattails for a full stomach. Which is fine. Look how many we've got in our horizon right now. I think we'll have no problem. Okay, and then how many... Okay, 5 cattail heads. Perfect. I'll take maybe 6. Okay, wind is picking up, potentially. If it is, I don't really mind, because we are almost where we need to be. I do just find it kind of crazy that we've been able to get away with such nice weather. I think what I may actually do is stop in Spence's. I don't quite want to start a fire tonight, but if we have to, we will. And I think I'll use Spence's as kind of a resting spot tonight. If not, there is a bunker up there that I can certainly rest in if I want to. And I think I'm actually going to do that. Absolutely. It would be kind of stupid to waste firewood at Spence's just to be able to get a nice warm interior right up the hill. So I'll leave a lot of my firewood. Oh, we could hit the bunkhouses too. Let's do that. Let's do that. Nice little area in there you could shelter up. Am I going to be able to get to the bunkhouses? Good question. No, I'm not going to go for that. Way too weak of ice right there. I'll go this way. I think the weather's starting to fill in a little bit. Can't quite tell, though. Another moose spawn over here. You can see the tree scraping on the left side. As we walk through a lot of these places, I take mental notes just for, like, future runs, you know? Where the moose spawns are. Where some of these, like, rose hips are and such. All mental notes. Alright. Pick these up, too. I think I can make this run across right here. Oh, not even weak. There we go. Try my best to not sprint a little bit. Although we are pretty late in the day, so sprinting would not necessarily hurt me. It's just a calorie drain. That's all it is when I sprint. Alright, the bunkhouses. You can sometimes get a heavy hammer to spawn over here. Obviously, we don't need it, but I will take the higher condition if we do find one. Alright. Yep. Bunkhouses. Nothing in there. Sometimes something. Not today. I don't know. It's really nice that I just don't have to rely on a spawn. On a heavy hammer spawn here. Got some more scrap metal. Absolutely gonna take that. Yeah. No heavy hammer today. No heavy hammer today, but you know what though? I don't quite mind. I don't quite mind. I'm gonna go up there because the bunker is actually like right up there, and I wonder if I can access it from this point down here. You know what's nice? I don't even have to torch walk right now. I'm gonna try to get up there from here for future reference. I think it's possible. It very well may be. Oh, could I, like, get on that little lip right here? No way I can. Oh, yeah, totally possible to get up here. This is so good to know for a future run. Very, very good to know. Just walk right up here, and the bunker should be, right up the hill. Hey, there we go. Nice little shortcut right there. Awesome. Alright, I don't know if this is the other stocked bunker. This could be the stockpile bunker. I wouldn't be too mad about that. Oh, it's the conspiracy. Wow. I can't believe we just found it that fast. Man, too bad we're not doing missions for the trader. We got them all, like, first try almost. Jerry can. Oh, that's crucial, too. I need the fuel. The fast film, I'm good. The gunpowder, I'm okay. Can I get... Yeah, let's get this metal box right here. I'm going to put everything I don't really need in it. Wow. So I didn't expect to find it. We'll be back here tonight to sleep. How good's my torch? Okay, let's just grab everything that we maybe don't need. I'm going to include the flares in that too. Sewing kit and a bandage. Excellent. Some more chips. Oh, here we go. Got one in the little corner there. Some books too. Matches. Got more books. Wow. Alright, I'm going to leave a majority of those. We've got, obviously, this stuff, too. I'm going to take it. We'll put it in the container. Nice. Wow. Good stuff. Good stuff. Some wool socks. How good are those wool socks? 32%. Eek. See you later. Put you in there. To be forgotten about. Alright. Wow. So there we have it. Forlorn Muskeg was the conspiracy bunker for ourselves. Very cool. Can I clear the junk in here? The junk was kind of a mood setter, not gonna lie. Kind of brought home the whole conspiracy theme in here, but okay. This is totally fine. So, let's dump some of the stuff, shall we? Gonna actually put a lot of the stuff in here. I'm gonna put... I'll take the... Actually, you know what? Let's take all the firewood and we can put it outside in Spence's. That would make the most sense, I feel. Both of those. The gunpowder. I'll move it all outside. But the fast film can go there. I'll put maybe the 2 flares. Let's replace our torch real quick. There we go. Alright. Where is... Yep, this stuff. Gonna go away. Gonna carry the jerry can on me. Alright, everything else I think is just worth carrying for now, so we'll take it with us. Alright, we'll be back here tonight, but let's just go to Spence's real quick. We'll dump off a lot of the stuff. It only makes sense to have the firewood in the outdoor location near the forge, you know? Man, I did not expect that. So let's make sure to take note of what we left behind there in the notes tonight before we go to sleep. We'll kind of jot down all the junk we left behind. Even though it is junk and kind of not useful to ourselves, you never really know. It looks like it's either getting foggy or it's about to blizzard. I don't know. I would majorly prefer one over the other if it's not obvious. There actually might be a deer carcass over here too. Over towards this way. There could be. Don't really like this weather filling in though. And it looks like it's gonna blizzard too. Certainly does. I don't like that hazy horizon. Gonna grab all these. We're getting some nice outdoor time though. So I know we got cabin fever, that risk one time while in the Mountaineer's hut, but ever since it looks like we've done good. Is there a safe here? There's a glitch where the safe disappears. Yeah, no safe here. That's unfortunate. Hate to see it. Another bandage. Another piece of coal. Another 2 pieces of coal. Yeah, this place is nice and well stocked. Usually is. Let's open this up. Nice. Awesome. Take every box of crackers I can get. Is there a heavy hammer in one of these? Imagine. Some firewood. It's alright, I'm gonna leave it behind here. Wow, no heavy hammer here. My goodness, could you imagine we were relying on that? Oh, goodness. I'd be freaking out right now. I really would. Alright. Nothing crazy going on here. I'll take that note just because. Wilderness kitchen. And another piece of cloth. Thank you for that. No, I was trying to press the button for safe house customization so I can move those boxes. Okay, let me take a little bit of inventory though and just kind of drop a lot of stuff. So first things first, let's get all of these sticks down here. They're going to do no use in my inventory. That can go there. Same with that and that. Some of the books as well. I'll probably just drop all except one. Including that and including that. Good. Got a lot down. Got some more firewood. Got some of these. I actually might tear those down tonight. Nice dog food. Good stuff. I might tear those down tonight for cured leather so I can repair my gloves. Oh man, this is so gonna blizzard on me and it's not even funny. Alright, let me... Oh, that's ruined. Look at that. Okay, well that's a night of food poisoning right there, absolutely. Just gonna focus on my cattails right now. I'll eat one more after this. Okay. I wonder if maybe... I don't think I can get away with starting a fire. I know there's a deer carcass over here. I'm kind of hoping it's not here. Because then I'd feel obligated to put a fire down. It's right there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do I chance it? I don't even know. I don't even know. Do I want to chance it? I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me put this out. I'm going to sleep for a little bit in here. We're nice and warm. We're going to get some shelter. We'll see what this does. This could be a poor choice. This really could be. I actually could just forge right now if I really wanted to. But I'm going to decide to forge in Broken Railroad. Give us a nice little point to go there. Alright. I think it's going to go Blizzard anyway. It's not going Blizzard. Interesting. Okay, well, let me take a minute then to jot down things. So, we're going to have Forlorn, whoops, Muskeg, near Spence. I like that. Alright, I'm sure there's more around, but we'll come back here for that deer carcass. That is definitely kind of a thing we're going to do. Alright, I think for the time being, though, let me go back to... Oh, man, this is such like a risk, because if I go back and the weather gets nicer, I'm going to have to drain even more energy trying to go harvest that deer. I think this is probably the right call, though, because, I mean, just look at this, right? My goodness. Just desolate out here. That's fine, though. How much coal do I have? 17. I'll probably leave maybe 7 or 8 over at Spence's for ourselves. Ooh, some rose hips. Another deer carcass, no way. Okay, wait, that actually might be a little more in reach than the other one. Wow, that's 2 deer carcasses, guys. Oh, my goodness, that's good. Okay, not going to touch it right now, but no promises that I don't grab it maybe later tonight if the weather's good. So maybe I will keep all that coal on me. All right, let me duck behind this right here. I'm going to make another note just in case I cannot come back. Near bunker. There we go. I really like the notes feature. You know, I've never really used the notes feature in this game. Oh, looks like it might be trying to clear. No, the sun's just setting. It's just giving an illusion. Yeah, I've never been a huge user of the notes. I knew it existed, but I kind of thought it was just a weird feature. But now that I've played a challenge run like this, you really kind of understand how incredibly useful something like that can be. All right. Let's drink a soda. And a lot of you guys have good eyes. A lot of people in the comments are telling me where I forgot stuff. So good on you. I guess I'm just so like flustered with trying to have the mindset of push, push, push that I kind of lose sight of what is near me, if you will. So please continue the good eyes out there. I do greatly appreciate it. 5 cloth for 30 minutes is crazy, by the way. That is a very, very good deal. Put that in there. I'm going to put this in here, too. Same with the hook. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, we got a little bit of time. A little bit of time to hang out. I think I'm going to continue reading this. I might actually read it again. I still hear the wind, so let's complete this book. Nice. Okay, does that level us up? It does. Oh, good stuff. Love to hear that. That's a nice sound. Alright, let's peek outside again. See what's going on. Ooh, yeah, no. Quite the opposite of a nice night, I will say. That's fine. I might just get out there early in the morning and harvest out the carcass at some point. I at least want to get one carcass harvested so we can take it with us. Or just leave in the bunker here, too. Could do that, because we got to come back here and harvest the other carcass. Interesting. Trying to scheme as best I can, right? Trying to scheme. Let me eat a little bit. Another bonus of going down there to go get that deer carcass would be there is more cattails as well that are down there. Let's maybe try to take care, because we do have the hacksaw too, so the meat will go a lot faster this time. Oh man, it almost just might be worth foraging here. Guys, do I forge here, and then we just turn around and go right back to Timberwolf? Goodness me, I think that might actually be the play. Because, I mean, think about it, right? If we have a knife and a hatchet when we're going at these carcasses, it's going to take so much shorter of time. And we can just chill here for a little bit. We've got enough food, we got enough shelter, enough firewood for sure. Let me take back all this firewood that I left in here. Just the book. That's fine. No, I think I'm actually going to forge here. Little change of plans, but that happens. Okay. Yep. Change of plans. We're gonna forge here. Because here's my logic, okay? In Broken Railroad, there's obviously gonna be carcasses lying around for us. But we're gonna hit Broken Railroad naturally when we go to the far territory. So there's no reason in hiking all the way to Broken Railroad right now, right? No reason in doing that, since we're already gonna go there. So why don't we finish up here in Forlorn Muskeg? We'll take like an episode to chill out here. And then let's hightail it back to Timberwolf Mountain. We will grab basically all of the containers around the map. Oh, this is nice. I'm going to go harvest. I'm going to go harvest this deer. We'll at least get one of them done. But yeah, we'll hightail it back to Timberwolf Mountain after this. We will grab all the cargo containers. Guaranteed food, guaranteed clothing. Some good clothing, too, up on the summit. So that'll help us initially. No, I think this will be good. All right, dear. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, it's frozen, but you know what, though? I can harvest it out with my hacksaw. But we are going to have to put a fire down regardless, just because it is so cold out here. Go ahead and use that. Gonna try to maybe get the fire right there. Yep, we'll do the book. Nice, guys, nice. That's what we need right here. Some calm weather. Even if there's a slight breeze, I don't mind. Some calm weather. We'll do this deer carcass. I might even go down, depending on how much energy we have and what the weather's doing. I might go down to the other carcass, and we'll harvest that, too. So, there's something. Fire starting, too. Man, everything's just coming together. Alright, 2 coal on there. I'm going to start off with... How much does the hide take? Okay, that's 1 hour with the hacksaw. It's going to be quicker with our hands. So we'll do it with our hands. Once this whole thing is thawed out. Which it should happen pretty quick. I put a decent amount of coal on the fire here. Okay, that was not the big piece. Good. Put this there. I'm going to make some more water too, I think, at some point. With the animal fat right here. Let's, just in good practice right now, let's drop those two. Yeah, it's a bit of a change in plans, I will say. And it happened kind of last minute too, but that's kind of what happens, I feel. Alright. Can do a little bit of something here in the meantime. Let's prepare that. Burdock is kind of heavy in the inventory without preparing it. Okay. Hot and hot. Let's eat that. I'm going to check what time it is. Okay, sun is going to come up here shortly. 63. Can I... 30 minutes for that. Hey. Wow, okay. So, there's carcass harvesting 2 coming into play right there. I think that'd normally be 40 minutes. In fact, I remember it being 40. Okay, I'm going to eat that too. Might actually not be able to eat that all. No, we got it. Okay. Take that back. I'll take that back. We have an hour left. Let's do another 30. Oh, we look good, guys. We look good. I have to say. Not bad right now. Let's keep it going. Hopefully, hopefully this weather keeps up. Okay, hour 30. 40 minutes for that. That's good. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm going to go down to Spence's, and I think I'm actually going to commence a forge before I do the next deer carcass. And that's perfect, because this weather's acting up. Excellent. I'm going to take a few torches with me. Yep, that's awesome. The weather is not cooperating right now, which is kind of what I wanted because it deters me from going to harvest. Good. Excellent, even. Okay, I'll take one more off of this. So that's going to leave Broken Railroad, another frontier for us, going into the far territory to loot out. Which isn't bad, because if there's any carcasses in Broken Railroad, we can have them curing while we're in the far territory. So there is a method to all of this. You just got to kind of carefully plan. And by the way, okay, got 2 of those, good. Yeah, by the way, we cannot be jumping off of cliffs for shortcuts now and tearing our clothing, because once we start getting some deer hides processed and some clothing made, those deer hides are very, very rare. So repairing that deer skin stuff is probably going to be one of the bigger challenges. So just keeping that in mind. Other than that, though, we're looking good. Okay, I've got a lot of firewood in here, too, so I'm not worried about it. Let's put... where's a book I can use? Did I already... Yep, I already finished that one. Good. I'm glad I brought all the firewood here anyway. Kind of had the intuition that I was going to forage here. That's nice. So we'll put a few coal in this fire. We'll let it heat up. And we are going to commence the foraging. What I wanted to do in Broken Railroad, but this is nice cabin fever defeat as well. So I'm not mad. I'm going to break this down. There we go. Okay. I think it needs to get to... Is it 200 degrees? 270. Gotcha. Alright, so that's going to absolutely require another piece of coal. Alright. Excellent. That's 45 minutes to break down all of that. I'll pick up some of these books too, because if I can get... Okay, 256. Yeah, I think that's one more piece of coal right there, yeah. Alrighty. Let's drink up completely, because this is going to be a long day of just foraging. 292. Awesome. And let's get ourselves... Oh, it would be nice to have that, wouldn't it? Let's start off with the improvised hatchet. A lot of time passing right here. Okay, great. There is the hatchet. No blizzard. That's nice. Do gotta get these kind of inside a location at some point. I'm kind of thinking. Alright, 6 hours. I'm gonna drink up again. And I'm gonna do the knife. Nice. Excellent. How's the weather looking? Oh, I could go harvest a carcass as well. Alrighty. So here's what I'm going to do. Do I want to let this keep going, or do I maybe want to... Yeah, I tell you what, because I think a sleep is going to commence here. So I'm going to stoke this fire pretty well. So while we're out harvesting that deer carcass down there, we'll have all of this kind of keep going. I don't think the guts cure in here. No, they do not. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna... I don't know. For organizational purposes, they will lose a little condition, but we will be able to still use everything, I think. So tomorrow, we're gonna peel out of here. I could just run them up real quick to the bunker, and I could just have them curing in there. That might be the more responsible thing to do, especially because I want to comb Forlorn maybe a little bit more, but as I say that, I can't really think of any other places I'd want to go. I'm sure there's way more deer carcasses laying around here, but we're going to pass through here a few more times. So I'll just say that we're going to be fine. 23 degrees. I probably should start a fire. Oh my god. Look how much... It just takes 16 minutes. Oh, it's still 40 with the knife. But the guts are nice. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's do a 30-minute harvest here. With this, we might actually get warm. My goodness, look at that. Yep. I think so. 56 minutes. Let's see. Are we gonna get cold? We are gonna get cold, but I'm willing to shed some condition for this. Come on. There you go. Long harvest. That's okay. Alright, let me walk over this way. I'm gonna pick up any more cattails that we've got lying around. I don't think it's much. But that fire will still be nice and warm for us tonight. So we'll be able to sleep all the way through the night without any worry. There's another deer carcass over here? No way. Well, guess what, sir? You're mine, unfortunately. Oh, absolutely gonna take that. I know it's gonna be a little windy, though. Not a problem, though. Got some more coal here as well. Another storm lantern. I'm gonna actually take that. Gotta move quickly. Good on that. Another deer carcass. Wow. Unreal. But I'm kind of here for it. Alright. So we do have a lot of everything. I'm gonna have to take a look at the condition of everything, because I might just run it back to the bunker up there, and we'll make a note that we have all of these deer carcasses and such. These deer pelts and hides and everything inside the bunker curing. Could make a note of that. Might actually put the deer meat on the fire. Put one on. That should be enough to overcome all of this. Okay. I'm gonna put that on there. I'm gonna actually do another one of those. Okay. Oh man, yeah, that's a long harvest, but you know what? The hacksaw, no problem. Good to have a lot of tools on us. Absolutely. Really, really is. It's crucial this early. Oh man, you're gonna blizzard again. You stupid weather. Okay. I'm gonna do a gut. It's only 15 minutes. We're gonna go thirsty, that's okay. I'm gonna finish this deer whether it blizzards or not. That fire will still be going in Spence's for us. Okay, we are gonna go thirsty here for a little bit. 57 minutes is kind of crazy. Can I do the smaller piece? Okay, that's also still kind of crazy, but that's fine. Alright. I hate to use condition on the knife, but it has to happen to do this quick and efficiently. Yep, I like that. Alrighty. I got 40 minutes. I'm gonna do it, I think. Yep, that meat shouldn't burn. Okay, it's blizzarding, but that's okay. My meat didn't burn at least, right? Alright, not a problem, nothing to harvest. I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna take both of those, take that, I'm out of here. Alright, I'm gonna head to... We'll go back to Spence's, but I would like to run everything back to the bunker at some point to start curing. It probably could survive the trip back to Mystery Lake, but I'm not gonna chance it, I don't think. We're very heavy too. We're heavy and we're tired. There it is. Fire's still going. Look at that. Get nice and warm in here. Had 4 hours left too, so we were comfortable in how much time we had left. Alright, let me take a look and see. So we have this. Can I make more cooking oil? No, I'm going to need a little bit more animal fat than that. Okay, these fresh guts. all 100%. This can be made at some point. Okay. What are the condition on these? 95%. Okay, we're gonna drop them all into the bunker, I'm thinking. Alright. Let me rest for 1 hour. Hopefully this blizzard passes. Regardless of the time of day, I'm still gonna run these all back to the bunker. Okay, put this on. I'm gonna sleep again. It's a shame you can't customize this place. I'd have the bed down below. Okay. I can eat that piece. Let's do it. Drink up. Nice. Good system here. Slowly recovering condition. Goodness. A raging blizzard. Oh, it's not even blizzarding anymore. Cool. I'm gonna make a little more water. Nice burn bonus, too, going on. Waiting for this wind to calm down now. Goodness, that was a relentless wind. It was starting to make me angry. Alright. That's cool stuff right there. I'm gonna put on... Yeah, I'll chuck that on. I'll chuck that on. We got a few more sticks as well. Let me just try to shed the inventory a little bit right now. Alright, I have 2 scrap metal left. I think I'm actually going to hold on to that. Because what I want to do is I want to repair the hacksaw. Keep a little metal on me. So I'll do that. Did I just fill that up? I did. And then I'll drop this one. Keep this lantern right here or something. Alright. Let's drop the fuel. Probably shouldn't keep it right next to the fire, right? But it is what it is. Okay. So here's a question, right? Here's a question indeed. Do we, I'm going to just drop them all in a pile here. Do we take the heavy hammer with us or not? Heavy hammer could be useful for breaking things down. It really could, but we only have one of them. And I think we should utilize it for forging. So I think I probably am going to leave the heavy hammer behind. Right there. Got to be careful now. So we have the can opener. But I'm going to drop these tools anytime we got to smash open a can. Don't want them taking condition damage. Alright. So we've got the core resources here. I think I'll probably move other things over towards the bunker. Because it's a nice interior. Okay, 12 minutes till melted. That's fine. Let's run up everything right now, because some of this stuff is starting to get a little bit lower. 96, 93, there we go. So, I'll go ahead and do that real quick. Shouldn't be too cold out here. No, not at all. We'll be good. Alright, my goodness. So that is what? 3 deer carcasses that we just gathered together. That is unbelievably good. Now, like I said, the repairing of the deer clothing, you know, it's a short-term solution making clothing. The long-term is being able to repair it. And it's nice having the mending book on us because we can start getting that mending skill up earlier. That way we have a much lesser chance of failing in the long term. Because if we fail like twice in a row trying to repair like deerskin boots, that is 2 deer pelts that we just wasted. Just threw away. So... obviously not the best thing ever. I'm going to take that animal fat back. Can probably make some cooking oil with it. If it doesn't expire, at least. I think if it does expire, too, you can still do it. Not sure. Wow, what a dead world. Just nothing going on. Kind of like it that way, too. I won't lie. It is kind of nice. It's got a certain charm. Alright. So, dumping things here. Absolutely. Let's do it. Right here is going to go 2, 3, 4. Wow, 6 guts is crazy, man. 6 guts is unreal. And then I'll put 1, 2, 3 there. Good. Nice and warm in here, but it doesn't really matter to me. Okay, all this stuff is going to stay. Did I have anything more I wanted to add to this collection that I'm not going to immediately find useful? Maybe 2 bandages. That's really about it. Yeah. That is really about it. So let me stop for a minute. I'll go right here. We just tackled all of those, so I'll just get rid of this for now. Forlorn Muskeg. Forlorn. Actually, did I already have a tab for Forlorn? Oh, no, I was typing it earlier for the deer carcasses. That's why I remember. Okay, Forlorn Muskeg. It is going to be, so, bunker. It's going to be deer, hide, plus guts, flares, film, and I think we just had some bullet stuff. So, I'll just, that's not bullet. Close, though. There we go. And then at Spence's, right? Spence's, we just have firewood, really. Lantern, fuel. That's really about it. Nice. Okay, great. Nice to utilize that. Let's go back, because I'm sure that water's starting to boil. That was animal fat. Yep, we're going to take all that. It's good to kind of keep it on you. Can make some cooking oil, which is very hard to come by. Alright. Let's go down here. Wind's picking up, but no surprise there. How cold is it? Negative 33 wind chill. Even the windbreaker can't break that wind. We're still kind of tired. Still kind of tired. I think what I'll probably do, I'll make a few more batches of water, and then I'm going to try to sleep for a majority of the day. A majority of the night, I should say. Might go back that way, too, and see if there's any deer carcasses to be had. Alright. Some more animal fat. There we go. Nice. 2 hours left. That's fine. I'm going to sleep for 1 hour. I'll do another one. I can just access the bed up here, can't I? Yep. So I'll start digging into some more cattails. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to try to take a different way out of here, I'm thinking. I'm just going to go straight that way. So we can collect some more. Okay, that's good for now. Gonna need some more firewood on this, though. I just threw away a torch, didn't I? I think I did. Oopsie. Alright, we'll put in a few books. Let's maybe try to utilize the sticks before I play around with the books. Because the books are a nice fire starting thing. Alright, do one of those. Advanced guns. Stay on target. Sticks, where are you? Okay, I'm gonna sleep for 5 hours. Feel pretty comfortable doing that, I think. Yep, that'll be good. Recover some condition. That fire. I know there was a little less than 5 on that fire, but we'll still have like 2 hours left because of that burn bonus. Yeah, perfect. Beautiful out here, huh? Look at this. Oh, that's nice. It's nice not being in it. I'm gonna make a little more water. Do an hour sleep in the meantime. Okay. Cool. Alright, 91 pounds, not a problem. I'm gonna put a lot of this down. There we go. Alright. I'm kind of tempted, actually. Hold on. I might want to keep the heavy hammer on me. Ooh, it's incentivizing to move right now, isn't it? That is definitely a thought. It certainly is. Man, I don't know. And I kind of think I'm going to take those pelts back and walk with them. Because I want them curing at the camp office, you know? I want them curing there. This jerry can is really nice to carry as well. Okay. Alright, I have an hour left on this fire. To be honest, I'm probably going to sleep another hour. Wait for this wind to die down, hopefully. Even if it stays like this, that's not a horrible thing. Okay. Alrighty. I think we're good. I'm actually going to take the heavy hammer, believe it or not. I'm only going to do that because the heavy hammer is going to offer us to make acorn coffee, and I think that's going to be pretty crucial. These two dog foods I might take as well, to be honest. We are heavy. We are heavy. 79% hacksaw, but maybe I'll drop the 2 metal right here. I know metal's not the heaviest thing ever, but it is nice to have some here. Alright. Okay, well, I understand we're heavy, but anything else want to be dropped? Really get these 3 out of here. Because I do need to make some room for the hides that we'll be taking with us. The coal. That's a good, that's actually a good thing to probably get rid of right here. I'm not going to get rid of all of it, but let's maybe put like 6 down. Yeah, I'll put 6 down, and then I will also drink up on my water. I might have to eat the maple syrups. I don't know. I'm going to try to exercise some self-control with that, though. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's quite literally perfect. We're going to be shedding through a lot of these torches, too, while walking. And heck, they might even get blown out while we're walking. So, but we should have enough room for the deer hide and pelts. I say hide and pelts like they're 2 different things, really. For the deer hide and the guts. There we go. So let's go back. I'm going to grab them. And then I think I'm just going to walk on out of here. We might get a little cold, but I should have probably made some teas. In fact, I know I should have made teas. But maybe I'll stop. We'll probably find a deer carcass along the way. So I'll probably just stop and grab a quick fire. A nice warm-up fire. Alright, though. Some super, super good luck around here in Spence's. There's probably another deer carcass down that way. But, you know, whatever, right? We've already got 3 pelts and like 6 guts, so that's kind of crazy. It's a nice little run right there. Okay, this wind could relax at any moment. It's not even bad in the shade. Okay, I'm gonna pop into the bunker, grab what we need to grab, and then it is full steam ahead out of here. Like I said, though, probably going to take a different way just in the interest of cattails. But nonetheless, should be fine. Alright, let's get in here. Alright, how are we curing? 9%. Nice, so 1/10 of the way cured. And just from a little overnight stay, which is nice. Anything else want to come with me? Did I forget something? Those wool socks I'm okay on. Doesn't seem like I really left anything of value. Alrighty, let me check the journal again to make sure. Let's see, Forlorn Muskeg. Gotcha. Alrighty. Anything want to come with me in here before I leave? No. Good. Alrighty. Taking all these, they will rest. They will rest at the camp office. Make sure I got them all. 3 pelts and... Yep, 3 pelts and 6 guts. Nice, let's go. Let us go. Maybe I'll stop in that house down there and set up a fire. Can put maybe like a piece of coal or 2 on it. I'll actually probably grab the coal from Spence's real quick here. Just real quick. Gonna be crucial to torch chain a little bit as well. There might even be a deer carcass back this way too. Might have to get on that. We really do need to repair, or prepare, all the rashis that we are finding. Yeah, look at this. There's so much, and I know I've got a whole bunch on me. My gosh, 15. Got 15 of them with like 150 rose hips. Yeah, we got to do something about that. We'll make them into something. Alright, I'm actually gonna start this fire again, and I'm gonna put a piece of coal on it. This does give us nice fire starting skills, so I'm not really complaining about it. But we'll put 1 piece of coal on it. I'm gonna heat up the teas. I'm gonna hope this weather stays. Even if it doesn't stay and it starts getting a little snowy, I'm still probably gonna walk, because we can always shelter up in the poacher's camp. But I do think a majority of this coal is gonna be coming with. Funny how plans change. Let's just throw this in the corner. Alrighty. First things first. Let's drop the teas. Nice. Wow, it is cold. We're gonna have to drop another piece of coal on it. Yep, they're all gonna just come with me. Alright. Yep, 12 minutes. I'm gonna prepare the acorns for 20. Let's do that. Cool. Let me drop both of these. I'm just gonna use the can opener. I'll work on this. That dog food is gonna be reserved for just like a night of food poisoning, where we go to bed and we've just got a lot of condition or something. I'll eat this as well. Probably shouldn't have, but it's fine. Not gonna eat that. Let's keep going. Alright, and I can probably eat 1 more after this, so let's go for that. Nice. A lot of weight out of here. Good. Pick these back up. Gonna drop all the cans in here. Good. Alright. 2 hours and some change. That's fine. I'm gonna drop that. Alright, the weather's looking good, and we're looking warm, so I am gonna probably get going. Be a little heavy, but that's okay. Let's get out of here. Nice and cold out here, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna peek over here for a minute, because I think sometimes you can also find another deer carcass over this way. Gonna be absolutely swimming in deer pelts, which is really awesome. Even without one over here, it's still a great scene. Kind of hoping I don't find one, to be honest. I don't want to stop again. We'll continue on. So, okay. This is good. This is great, actually. So we're actually going to start going back to Mystery Lake. Right when I hit the railroad, we're going to turn right, and we're just going to walk all the way back. But for the time being, this different route I'm taking is for cattails. And any containers that want to make an appearance. Hello. Okay, never mind. So, nice. Making progress. Making good progress. I don't know, I think this was probably the smartest move, forging here, because there was really no point in going all the way to Broken Railroad. Our inventory's full, you know, the forge is right here, so we may as well just take the opportunity and get to Timberwolf Mountain quicker. It's always probably the safest bet to forge when you can, and not just rely on later because you want to. I guess I'll take it. Really shouldn't, but it's fine. Nothing in there. Cool. Alrighty. Let's get back. Weather's very, very nice right now. Willing to bet it's not going to stay like this, but it was nice while it lasted. Okay, I'm going to light this torch up. I'm going to drink a tea. Yep. Cooking 2 gives us 10 extra calories, too, for that tea, which is nice. Any cattails want to make themselves known? I kind of came this way to harvest some. A little disappointed so far in the performance. That maple, do I even wanna? I think I will. Travois can always be useful, especially if we plan on doing heavy beachcombing where we're going. A travois could certainly be of use. Yeah, the whole late game right now is still very much up in the air, as you would imagine. Still very much up in the air. I don't know if I want to settle down in Desolation Point or Coastal Highway. That is still kind of my main debate in my head right now. Because half of me thinks Desolation Point does have more coastline to beachcomb, but if we do get into a pinch and we kind of just gotta move somewhere, Desolation Point is far from everything. It kind of is, you know? But the other nice thing to Desolation Point is it does connect to Crumbling Highway, and I mean, so does Coastal Highway too. But it does connect to Crumbling Highway, so getting more beachcombing stuff in Crumbling Highway, definitely an option. Getting more coal in the cave. Desolation Point has its own cave as well, its own mine. So getting more coal as well wouldn't really be a problem. I don't know, man. I think it is something to consider. I think we'll do maybe like a little poll once we get there. Maybe I will introduce one in the comments or something. Comment what you think we should do. Because at this point, I'm kind of happy with anything. Don't think there's many opportunities in this game where I can say that. No matter what we do, I think would be good, but it's just which option is better. Kind of thinking Coastal Highway a little bit. My interior gut is saying Coastal Highway, just because the beachcombing is still very solid, and it's in the middle of everything. You know, we can comb it, find what we need and everything. Desolation Point is just so small. But you know what's good in Desolation Point? There's that cave. Remember? With the wolf that usually spawns in it, which I don't think is gonna be in there. Right? Shouldn't be in there. Not sure if maybe the spawning mechanism is different because it's indoors, you know? I don't know. Plenty of time to figure that one out. Plenty of time to decide where to settle, because we are going to comb every single region. I hope we understand. So because of that, like I said, cold is going to be the biggest thing in the meantime before food ever catches up to us. We still have Milton ahead of us too at some point. No, we're looking good. Is that another deer carcass or is that a person? That looks like a person, but I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. Because I'll walk all that way and bro will have quite literally nothing. Alright, hope I'm not forgetting anything, but I do think we have a solid lead in the food game. And in the deer pelt game, too. To be quite honest. Could start making some moves in terms of, you know, deer hide clothing, perhaps. Alright. Wind is going to start kicking up, as per usual, but that's okay. Which way is it coming from? We are sheltered. Somewhat. I think. This torch is going to go right out. It's a little bit of a slow walk, but that's okay. Yeah, very slow. Could be some cattails in here. Could give it a little check. Yeah, that, I could only wish this one is still warm. Yeah, no. Alright. Not a problem. I'll probably end up just shedding some condition. So it's usually just gonna have to happen. Alright, no other cattails. That's fine. Gonna keep going. Oh, got a little bit more. Worth the stop, I think. There we go. Alright. Yeah, temperature's getting critically low. If this wind did not kick up, we would have made it back to camp office. No problem today. But unfortunately, not everything goes the way I'd like. So I think what I may do, I don't know if I want to do that tour of Mystery Lake now. I think I'm just gonna try to prioritize getting to Timberwolf Mountain. Probably gonna be the best bet for us. Yeah. Because I don't want any more weeks to go by without getting the loot in those crates. Because that would help us out pretty immensely as well. Alright. Not the most fun of a walk, I will say. Negative 30 wind chill, yeah. It's alright though. Now we are carrying an extra pair of shoes, which I think is good because we can just tear it down for some cured leather while we're inside the camp office. And I think, I don't know, I might read. I might read today. Let's try to maybe get some books out of our inventory, some skills up before we head on out. Because we've spent a lot of time outside. So if we spend a lot of time inside now, it's not going to kill us. Alright, please be coming from the same way, the wind. Because I don't want to do another headwind. Let's see. I think we're good. Nice and shielded. Not that it matters though, because our temperature is just, we're freezing. 23 in the shade. Alright. Definitely a lot of deer carcasses around Mystery Lake, too. So it's really going to be just a game of trying to find it all. Which I'm pretty good at. I would say, anyway. The trick is going to be the wolf carcasses, though. Those are not common, but they can wash up along the beach. They absolutely can. So there's kind of the renewable resource right there. Wolfskin coat would be good. I do kind of wish I'd turned on the trader. Went back in the settings and turned it on, but, you know, no trader just makes it a little more difficult, so I'm not too upset about it. Even though he is just completely scamming you. 12 cedar firewood for like a box of cereal. It's like, what is that? What is that trade? Hey, real quick, what's the durability of the crampons? 99%. Okay. There used to be a point in the game where you could not repair your crampons, I think I remember. That was right when they came out with the Ash Canyon update. That was interesting. But crampons, they last so long that you'd never really need to repair them. At least I feel that way. I feel like you never really have to repair the crampons, ever. Now, one thing that we could do is we could actually follow through with Tales from the Far Territory, all those missions. Could actually do that, because that would just help us get more food and some loot. We'll have to see how desperate we are in the next 10 to 20 episodes. Goodness, finally enough of that horrible sound. Oh my goodness, alright, back home at last. I love it. Let's drop all of this. And we will drop all of this. Nice, I'll space them out so I know how much I have. There we go. And the maple sapling. A good find. A solid find. Not the most important, obviously, but a solid find nonetheless. Alright, next, I want to read. I want to read. We've been outside for so long. I'm done being outside. So, I think I'm going to read. That little salt in the light spot. Where's this light coming from? Interesting. Alright, I'll keep that there maybe. And then I'll keep the cans, like, right here or something. Alright, time to read. I was not kidding. We're going to absolutely do a huge read. Sewing book, possibility. Cooking book, probably better. Probably a little better. Give me cabin fever. I dare you. I'd be so upset if you do. Oh, I thought that was cabin fever. Nice. There's a little extra in the cooking. Did 5 hours of reading right there. 5 hours. That's crazy. Ooh, cooking 3. Did not expect to get that quickly. Nice. Okay, so the thing with cooking 3, we can smash open cans now without having to use anything. So, can opener, you were an awesome find earlier on, but for right now, your service is complete. We just got to make sure we drop these two. Kept the heavy hammer on us. I still think that's a good idea, just because of repairing, or I keep saying repairing, preparing acorns, making that coffee. It's cheap coffee, and it works. So we're going to kind of roll with that. The flask I could definitely start to utilize. I have not been utilizing that, even though I got so hyped about finding it. So we'll make an effort to use that as well. In the meantime, though, let's put... Okay, let's drop the book we are reading. Yep, that one. And then that other one's completed, so put that in there. Doesn't tell you if you've completed it or not, which is kind of interesting. Oh, whoops. Wrong cabinet, sir. Here we go. Alright, excellent. And I'll put a piece of cedar away, too. We're going to find just more of everything where we're going. Maybe I'll keep one cedar on me. Okay, 82 pounds. Not horrible. A good start, I would say. A lot of rose hips to put away. I kind of think I am going to put those away. Let's just see what else I want to keep. I'll keep that on me. The potato I'll keep on me. The cattails. That's a lot of cattails, man. That is a lot of cattails. The whetstone is now actually kind of useful. So I was kind of declining its existence for a little bit, but now it's actually pretty useful. All right. That's going to come with me. That's going to come with me. Everything else, though, I think is going to stay. Everything else isn't too much, but it is stuff to consider. 2 scrap metals, cool. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it. We're heavy. We're still heavy. That's a lot of cattails, man. That's a lot of cattails. That is a lot. I'm trying to kind of think about how I want to go about this, though. Because we don't have a centralized base yet. We don't, you know. We're kind of traveling like a nomad right now, which is fine, but it is going to get to a point where we're going to start getting pretty heavy, you know. So I think Mystery Lake right now is a good place to kind of scrounge up everything. Let's go to the world map for better visuals. I think right here is going to be a great place to kind of bring in items. We can bring them in from the far territory, keep them here, bringing them from Mountain Town and Hushed River Valley, from Black Rock, Ash Canyon, everything we can just bring down to here. The farmstead in Pleasant Valley is not a bad idea either, but I like Mystery Lake because it's a direct connection to Coastal Highway, basically, you know, and Desolation Point. This is a major artery right here. Right here. So yeah, I don't think the camp office is a bad idea, and Bleak Inlet will bring things up too from both sides as well. Ravine and Forlorn Muskeg. Okay, yep, I think we're going to make Mystery Lake a little bit more of a temporary base. That's what I'm going to call it, a temporary base. In the meantime, though, I still do have a lot of time before I can sleep through the night. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to do some preparations. Gotta get them all kind of prepared. Hey, look at that. Got a nice aurora. Very cool. Very cool. Let me step outside. Maybe we can get a nice picture. Which I do want to go get the camera too in Sundered Pass. Wow, look at this. Huh, any wolf spawns out on the ice? No, I don't see any. What a shocker. This is cool. Always like this. We'll do something like... Yeah. There we go. That's all I want. Satisfied now. Yep, the shoes. That's a good call right there, too. Tearing down the shoes. I'll probably... What are our gloves at? 52%? Yeah, those shoes are going to have to be torn down. Probably do that tomorrow. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let me maybe step outside and tear down the shoes right now. Because if I'm going to lose a little condition, I want to do it right now. Before I go to bed. Yep. Hear me out. Okay, should be good. Okay, it was just a little bit of condition loss. That's nice right there. That's going to set us up for a full night's sleep as well. Which is great. Let me... Anything else to eat? The cattails, man. The cattails would not be bad. Break into some of these. I'll probably just break into the canned stuff right now, actually. Do that over here. I'll drop my tools in a place where I can actually see them. There we go. Smash it open. We're not going to harvest the can from this, but that's totally fine. I do not need the can to survive. And then I think I might have room for this last guy. I don't know, though. No, that's going to be a negative on that. That's okay. Anything else getting low-ish in condition? 55% I'll eat. These 3 are food poisoning, so I'll just leave them. That candy bar is a nice little 200 calories to fill up. Oh, 17 left. Alright. Nice. We'll put in 7 hours this time instead of 8. There we go. Should recover a good bit. All right. Yeah, recovered a decent bit. That's good. Need more water. Need more water, but I think we're on the move, though, today. I do think we're on the move. Another 3 hours. Wait to see what the weather's doing. Doesn't sound like it's doing much. Do appreciate that. Let's do 1 more hour. Didn't really get to bed at an early time, so we kind of got to sleep in a little bit to get full energy. There we go. Almost full energy, but that works. All right, so how much cured leather? Did I get 2? I got 1 piece, really? There was 2 shoes. It's a pair of shoes. There's 2 shoes. You should get 2 cured leather. I don't understand. Step out, though, to just check it out. Ooh, yes. This is moving weather. Absolutely. Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to pop in here, and we have a save point. We got good weather, so in the next episode, you can probably assume what's going to happen. We're going to do a little bit of inventory management before we leave, and we're just going to go right back up to Timberwolf and see what's going on. I'm going to take all the 65 cattails, just because maybe I'll leave like a decent bit, but we'll do some inventory sorting in the next episode. But we foraged. That is the most important thing. We foraged, we got all the guts and the deer hides down in a maple. We're looking really, really good. We're ahead of the curve, in all honesty, so all good things. So if you all made it this far, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.